Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
45. Middle. Mike, 45. Watch the slant. 45.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
$180. To the hot. 180. Watch the curl. Ready shot. Ready shot. Sit up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
180!
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 180. Ready shot.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. Those guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Check. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Check smash. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Switch. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
18 Cardinal.
First down.
SOS.
First and 10 at their 38-yard line.
Herc. Right there. Herc.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
48, 60 Bobcats. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going to mic the 48. Rig alert. Here we go. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And all the way in for the touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the next. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Report!
Jackson now. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Dances by him, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, How well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. 45, Mike, 45. Rip left. 45 is the Mike. Sit up.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Bearing 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Not much on this one. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
19 Lion. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run. Hey, Smash. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go, D. Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Tonight. 180. 180.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
180! Sit hot! 180! Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alpha, sit hot!
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Jet sweep. Here's Bateman. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Check three, Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer. Mike 36, Mike 36. Riggs. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Go.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
19 tight.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
36 to Mike. Ready, go.
Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on second and a yard.
Check the outs. Watch 30. Warrior 70. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just. Go, chap. It's just me and you. Check 26. Under 10. 10. Bang. Hut.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Mike 48. All day. Ready.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Here I come. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Top low 18.
Again, it's Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Now White on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
70 Lions. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
That's good.
18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. Hey.
First and 10 at the 46.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Shoves him aside. Pushing his way through. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And they rattle off a big one.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
48 months.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Barons have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Ravens 20, Barons 14. Set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
quick,
The
ready?
previous run, good for 9.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
second and a yard.
This is our time, guys. Finish it on!
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Get on!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get on!
Now Dobbins bulldozes past him. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go.
2nd and 5.
Hey, report! Report!
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Hey!
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Get on!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
180! What is shot? Go right here.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19.
Brady now on first down. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Go, Rig. Go.
Jim. Watch out.
Dragon 60. Mike, ready.
Brady now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Alert. 3 down.
18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Roll. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. That's a first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. White now to return. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 2.
115,
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Middle.
Blue down. Blue.
On the Ozzy, ready?
Chef.
On the Ozzy, ready?
Hey, watch this.
Set up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, report. Report.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And a Raven first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Stop. 180. Ready shot. Let's go. Set hot.
I got you, boy.
Set hot.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Brady now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
You don't want none.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd got pretty early in this one.
Police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Baltimore, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. Carolina Panthers. Philly sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Giants nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Room here to run. There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 62 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Yellow. Let's go on, Eddie.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 45, 45.
Fight side.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always does when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down. play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly. And that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chiefs 14, Giants 10. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Check, Bobcat.
Crashing. He's checking crash.
Check, go.
Throwing Jones. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for it. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
45.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, he'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Blake Bell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Unlock Lion. Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come on. Set.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
18, Pioneer.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Street.
Crunch time, defense. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Looking to throw. Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 19 tight, 19 tight. I got one. Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch the slant.
Let go.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Check. Watch 54. Watch run.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10, Jones drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
You think you gonna get this?
Twist.
Cowboy 80.
Twist. Check 43.
Hut.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chiefs 28, Giants 16. Harrison Butker to kick
So
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Street. Check smash.
You got tight.
Ready.
To throw from his end zone. Jones under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Let's go, fellas.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Jones on 1st down. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yellow.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Touchdown. It's complete. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He scored on the ground and through. Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.